Hello and welcome to another brand spanking episode of Island Kitchen. I'm Vicky Locklin, and with me as ever, the man with the culinary plan. There's Regan. What are we doing today?
Well, hello Vic. Today we're going to do roast chicken with a difference. We're going to do some roast chicken stuffed with lemon, some herbs, some orange. We're going to make a lovely slaw, an American slaw with some horseradish and some, well, let's say a mix on a normal kind of coleslaw we do with some horseradish and some red cabbage also.
So it's got a bit of a kick.
Bit of a kick, and we're going to finish that with some lovely sweet potatoes and pumpkin roasted with cumin.
Wow. Okay. Right. What's first?
Where should we start? Let's start with the slaw, okay? So it's a typical coleslaw we're going to do. We got our mayonnaise over here.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it with a bit of difference today. Let me show you what I've got. I've got some white cabbage, red cabbage, got some horseradish, got the onion, very important, and got some carrot here. And I've got my old friend mandolin here.
That horseradish, is that really quite easy to pick up here on the island?
Yeah, it's quite easy. It's in all the supermarkets. All you got to do, I've peeled it there just for the show, you know.
Yeah.
I've peeled it there beforehand. You know, the horseradish has got a bit of kick in it, you know, so it's going to give this coleslaw a little bit of a kick.
And just what we need in temperatures like this. Oh,
right, so I got my mandolin here that I'm going to use, which I don't generally use anyways, and I'm going to show you. You're going to see that when you see me doing it.
You still got your fingers, so it's obviously quite a good side.
Yeah, well, you'll normally use a knife when it's in the kitchen, you know, or a grater if you're at home.
Just a normal,
normal
grater.
Or a knife, right? So I start off with the white cabbage.
Yeah.
Let's see how fine we can get this on here. So get some nice white here.
Yeah.
And to that, we're going to add a little bit of the horseradish. As you can see,
again, this is something that obviously is for taste, because I've never. Can you eat it? You can eat it raw then.
You eat it raw. Would you like to taste? It has a little bit of a kick to it, you know.
Right, your idea of a little bit of a kick and my idea of a little bit of a kick.
I know you like it spicy. So this goes in here too. I'm going to try not to break the kitchen up this time.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
Not so bad,
I think that's my bit done.
Right, I think that's enough of that in there. You don't need to use too much of this, obviously, because it's
a little
bit strong.
Say.
And then our good old friend carrot goes in here. Again, like I say, if you're doing this at home, grater will do the job.
Okay.
When I do it in the kitchen, I like to use I just use a knife because it gives it just a little bit more texture in here.
Yeah.
But this would work good for everybody at home, or as well as if you got one of those mixers with one of those attachments on it, you can just stick it straight in there, it'll do it straight for you.
Like a blitzer.
Like a blitz.
But I suppose the rougher and more ready it is, the more authentic it, because you actually want it to look as though
rough
it's
and ready, that's how I work.
Ready.
That's how I like to work.
That's why I like my man.
We've got our orange in there. We've got our orange, we've got the whites. Okay, we're going to go in with some red.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not, like I said, it's not a typical coleslaw, but it's going to work great with the chicken that we're going to stuff later.
Okay.
And it's a little bit, it's a combination of things is what we're doing today. It's a combination of flavors. There's a little bit of an Asian touch in it. It's a bit, you know, that kind of American barbecue feel to it with the roast chicken and the slaw and the potatoes with the cumin spices and everything. And really, really simple, you know. And again,
it's one of those things that, you know, if you've got, how long would you say, because obviously we sort of do things a little bit speedy when we can here. How long would you say this would normally take to make at home? Is it like with the chicken and the potatoes?
Well, I tell you, it's 1.5 kilos chicken, so it's going to take about 2 hours in the oven, okay? But the preparation time is the same amount of time you're going to see me do it now.
Okay.
I'll do it very quick. I'm putting this mandolin away before I kill somebody with it. So,
yes.
You know.
And with the mandolin, dangerous.
I'm a dangerous guy with the mandolin. Okay, so already you can see amazing colours coming there.
Yeah, beautiful.
I hope you can see those on the camera, can you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Show the boys.
Again, absolutely gorgeous before I tip it on the floor.
I'm going to cut the onion with the knife because, like I said, I'm too dangerous with that other thing.
Honestly, really not good.
Yeah, I'm just not used to using it, you know. The chef is not used to using it, so. Okay, so in here I'm going to stick one onion.
Yeah.
I've got 1/2 of a fat carrot in there. I've got about 1/4 of a head of white, 1/4 of a head of red lettuce.
Cabbage.
And cabbage.
Cabbage.
I would just say.
Cabbage.
All right, 1 white onion, and what else did I put in there? Some red cabbage.
Oh, that's spicy stuff.
The horseradish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so stick the onion in there.
Yeah.
The onion's going to give it a bit of texture and a bit of bite. Okay, so traditional slaw, okay.
Good dollop of salt.
Good dollop of salt. Right, I got a couple of different things here. I got some mayonnaise, some good quality mayo. And I got a bit of sour cream here, which is going to give it a bit of a different texture and a bit of a different kick, okay? So,
now is it right that you can make your own sour cream by adding a bit of lemon?
Exactly, yeah. Yes,
yeah,
you can.
Yeah.
A little bit of lemon, a little bit of salt. The important thing to do is that whip the cream first and then just add a bit of lemon to it. And what I like to do also is use a bit of cream cheese, you know, a bit of white cheese.
Yes.
Beat that up, add some cream to it slowly, slowly till it beats up, and a drop of lemon. So, we've got the mayo, we've got the sour cream in there. To that we're just going to add, like it's typical in a coleslaw to have a bit of vinegar also and things like that. To this I'm going to use some whole grain mustard, the pebble mustard that I always like to work with here. And again, it's just, you're adding flavour on top of flavour, you know?
Yeah.
Just a touch.
I suppose, you know, the one thing you've always said is that you make this recipe your own because you will sort of know what flavours you like, your family
exactly,
like.
You know, yeah.
It's not sort of like you have to have a teaspoon of this or
exactly.
You get to learn by taste.
Well, the important thing to taste as you go along also, you know,
Yes.
with the seasoning and that. But like you say, you know, this lends itself to a whole heap of different things. You can go tropical, you get a bit of pineapple in there. You can put some, you know, like coconut in there. You can find the flavours that you like.
That's good.
Are you happy with that?
Oh, I like that.
That's good. If you're happy, I'm
I like
happy.
that.
This is the slaw is ready.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to bang this in the fridge for a while.
Yep.
As you know, here on Island Kitchen, we don't have an oven or anything here, so I'm just going to show you how we prepare it. And then
Yes.
you can do it. Use your imagination.
Yep.
Next thing, we're going to stuff the chicken. All right.
Now it's interesting because I have started eating chicken.
Well, this is
I
good
was
news.
veggie, so you were really excited today because
I was excited.
like, it was so like.
This is why
thank
I
goodness
bought.
you eat chicken
This is
now.
why I bought such a big one, you know. So,
Big boy.
couple of rules on buying chicken. Don't buy rubbish chicken, you know. This is corn-fed, free-range chicken. It's one of the big boys, you know, strong. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. If only for the flavour, and you're going to feed 4 people really easy out of this, you know. It's great on the barbecue and it roasts really well and lends itself to loads of different flavours. You can see the beautiful colour in it, and you know, look at the size of him. Like those little small ones you get in the supermarket, like flavoured or fluid.
And I'm going to ask you something that you're probably going to go, ooh, frozen chicken a no-no, or
best not to, eh?
Yeah.
Best not to. But if you're an accomplished chef, you may work with it, but make sure you defrost it enough, okay?
Okay, so what do we do with this, baby?
We're going to put a bit of salt on top of that. Just leave it fall, you know. It doesn't really matter because it's going to pick up later, okay? Let me put this to one side. So we're just going to basically roast it, you know, really simple roast. But we're going to put a couple of things in there just to pick up the flavour a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
So let's fill this boy up with an orange.
Yeah.
And this is going to add to the flavour when it steams inside, okay? And it's also going to put a lovely gravy around here too.
Yeah.
With the juices of the chicken are going to mix with it. An orange, a lemon. Stand back now because I'm really getting into this.
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah.
Slightly worrying.
A good lump of thyme, eh?
Yeah.
Like a good lump.
And again, you always say...
Get it in there.
It's a bit brutal.
Don't be afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of the dead chicken.
Right, so nice and rustic, right? This is going to pick up loads of flavour from that. Okay. To that, I have a bit of ground sesame oil here, which gives it that kind of Cajun, kind of Asian touch to it, you know? Yeah. We'll just rub that into the skin there, massage him in there.
Oh, you're good with your hands.
Yeah, I'm good with my hands. You know, he's feeling good, that chicken. So, this is basically ready for the oven, okay? Right. I'm just going to tie his little leggies up there so it keeps them together. So
it keeps all the moisture and the taste inside.
There, just do it not how you like.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
Just tie it up. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we'll get our potatoes ready with sweet potatoes and some pumpkin. You know, a lot of people always ask me about the pumpkin or the butternut that they find in the supermarket. Things they can do. They see it a big thing and they say, I don't know what to do with it really.
Yeah, because you sort of sometimes think, oh, you can do a bit of a squash with it, or you can do soup, but then I sort of run out of ideas.
Yeah, well, what is really good is a really good root vegetable to roast, you know, because it brings out the sweet flavours. You can mix it with a bit of carrot, and today I'm going to mix it with a bit of sweet potato. So, imagination time. This is going to the oven.
Into our magic oven. Our magic oven. Yeah.
We're going to say 190 degrees for 2 hours and 10. It's 1.5 kilos chicken. So that's a good rule of thumb, you know, about 80 minutes for a kilo, okay?
Right.
190 fan oven, okay?
Right.
You'll always know, you can keep your eye on it. You can always know just to make a little cut here and see the juices run clear, it's going to be ready.
So yes, once the minute the juices run, if there's still any red blood or whatever in, not done.
Exactly.
So at the same time, so Mr. Chicken would be going in first, or do we bung him in with
Mr. Chicken goes
potatoes?
in the oven. As I said, we don't have an oven here, so Mr. Chicken will go in
gone.
first.
He's gone.
He's in there, okay? So he's getting
hot.
He's getting a 25-minute start on the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then we're going to go potatoes.
Right.
We're getting 40 minutes in the oven, 190, the same oven as the chicken.
So you can bang it in.
And then you're going to go with your slow, but I like to work backwards, you know, just to make our lives more
I'm not saying anything about the Irish at all working backwards. It would be rude and insulting.
Okay. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I've got some boniato, sweet potato, red ones. You can use yam as well, the white ones, the big white ones, just as good. I've peeled them. What else have I got here? Okay, a couple of these.
Yep.
And I've got a good old friend, the calabaza here, the butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Yep.
All right. Or a pumpkin will do this just good. So we're going to need about half of them for what we're doing today.
Right. Now this is one of these things where you've always said, because sometimes cutting these babies is tough.
It can be tough.
And you've said, don't invest in a lot of cheap knives. Just get really
good
one good
couple
one.
Of good ones, I always say, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like a small one, office knife to peel things.
Yeah. And then one big boy, and that's all you need.
This fella, I keep him sharp every time I use him, and all we have to do is make one indentation, and then we can slice down, and we can see along where we need to take the skin off, so we're not losing too much of the flesh. Okay?
Yeah.
Real easy like that.
Like you're saying, it's just it makes it look like you're slicing through butter, but some of my knives at home, to be honest, it's like hacking through.
Yeah, you know those knives. Everybody has them in the home. You know those knives you're banging on and banging on.
Yeah.
This is not what you want.
No.
This is dangerous.
Okay.
And we already know I'm dangerous.
You're not good with sharp implements.
Right, so let's take them down through the middle. Take out any of the seeds or anything we have inside. Again, you can roast these seeds. They roast really good, eh?
And you can use them as a snack, can't you?
Yeah.
You just like eating crisps or peanuts.
Exactly. Yeah. A little bit of you can add a bit of oil on top of them, a little bit of seasoning, whatever kind of seasonings you have in your cupboard. Bung them on top. Stick them in the oven for 15 minutes. These are going to be real nice.
Yeah.
So let's get this done really quickly. Get all the seeds out of there.
Yeah.
So we're just going to cube this up, you know.
Yeah. Again, rustic,
chunky. It's going to go in with the potatoes. Cut this into about 4.
Yeah.
Like this. Into a nice bacon tray. I got to tell you also, if you've got a thick bottom bacon tray, it's going to work better for roasting things like this.
Yeah. So a nice thick bottom.
A nice thick bottom bacon tray.
Right. No oil in here?
Well, we're going to add some oil and some seasonings later.
Okay. So you see, I'm running ahead of the game.
First, you're running ahead of yourself. I'm running backwards. You're running ahead. So we're going to meet somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere it'll get there.
Let's see. So here we go. Let's chop this up.
Yeah.
About 4 people.
Yeah.
Again, red. Now we're going to season this with a bit of ground cumin. Okay. Little bit of honey, some seasoning, and a little bit of oil. Okay.
Nice.
So first, seasoning on.
You and your salt.
You got to get the right. Got to get it the right amount of time. Nice bit of olive oil, good virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to help us stick to it. Bit of cumin spice, as much as you like.
Okay.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of chili is optional.
Right.
I know you like it spicy, so I'm going to use a little bit of the dried stuff today.
And again, it's one of those things where do be careful where you stick your fingers afterwards because
This is the best point you've made so far. So moving around in there, make sure they all get covered in those lovely spices and seasoning. Again, really simple, and a lot of these ingredients everybody has at home already. You know, you just
a nice dollop of honey.
Whip out to the supermarket, pick up a bit of chicken. I mean, like, what's this run on 10 minutes now or something like that, and we're already ready to go. So it's only roasting. Move it around like this. This is ready for the oven. Chicken is waiting over there. I'm going to bang it in, then we're going to come back and we're going to look at it.
And we'll be back with you when the big boy chicken is ready. Now then, we've got the big boy out the oven. Here's one you prepared earlier.
This is the chicken.
Yes.
From the oven, so it's taking on this beautiful colour now because we put the nice sesame oil on top of it. And you can see all these juices that have come from the oranges with the thyme and the mixture of juices from the chicken and super flavours, like always.
Okay, and you stick something in the bottom, juices run clear, done.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
No great secret. Also, you have to take a look at our sweet potato here and our squash.
These
beautiful golden colours. Look, check it out.
Absolutely gorgeous. And I hear they've got a bit of a kick.
They've got a bit of a kick to them, yeah. That chili has put in a kick. But that's what we want, those lovely combinations, you know, the hot and spicy and sweet and the coolness of the slaw that we made before.
Okay, so we'll get a plate up now, yeah?
We're going to pick up the chicken. Let's set him free. Let's set that chicken free, you know.
Run, baby, run.
I don't know if he's going to
fly too late. No, now.
So, got him off here. We can just break him down, I think, through the middle. It's going to be good. So we can plate up nicely. We'll leave all the lemons and orange and everything and herbs inside there because, again, when it hits the plate, all these flavours are just going to run straight through into the other joints. Okay?
It's almost like a work of art.
Yeah, it is a work of art. Not almost.
Sorry, I forgot you're a chef. Of course it's a work of art. Of course it's a work of art.
in all seriousness, the flavours are the big.
Beautiful.
The centre of the show, the star of the show is the flavours as always.
Okay.
So, we've got ourselves a nice plate here.
Yeah.
We've got our lovely roast chicken here, just nice and tender, beautiful colours, beautiful flavours. Let's separate the leg for the leg man, separate the breast for the breast man.
I could ask you if you're a leg or a breast man, but...
I'll take whatever's going, Vicky, you know. I'll take it. If it's going, I'll have it.
I've heard.
So, let's separate this one again. Cut down 4 good chunks. You know, this is, like I said at the very beginning.
This would be for 4?
This is for 4.
Wow.
This is for 4. This is serious
monkeys.
eating, eh?
This is serious eating. This is no faffing around.
You know, a couple of glasses of beer with that.
Yeah.
Nice sunny day in the garden, you know. So, let's get that chicken up there. Let's take the spine out of there. Okay, so, lovely cut up. You can cut it up, break it up in more. This is the difference between buying the good chicken, the big stuff,
I have to
and the
say,
small ones.
it's a real shame we haven't got sort of smelly vision, because the smell, the orange, the lemon, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you're getting all those flavours that are coming through, all the juices from the chicken coming through.
So let's pop him on here, so then you can...
Pop him on here so you can get a good look at it then. So, we have our chicken. Let's get some of these beautiful little potatoes that we've made. Now, we've got all the juices in there. We've got the chili in there, the cumin spices, you can smell them coming through. A little bit on here. This is one of those things you put in the middle of the table.
And again, for me, it's always rude not to.
It's got a kick, it's got a sweetness, it's got that lovely cumin, Asian food. Great party plate this, you know, great barbecue.
Do you know what? That is
Summertime.
Absolutely gorgeous. I am slightly sweating out my eyelids. Look, like I say, it's the sweet and the herbs and the kick.
Yeah.
Is brilliant. And then...
Our slaw, our beautiful slaw, to give it that crispness and that coolness. Just after you got that heat and that sweetness, this is the coolness to that. All right. And all the beautiful summer colours coming from all that beautiful autumn vegetable. So.
Absolutely.
Wow.
As ever.
Let's finish, as always, with a little bit of green on top. This will work, a bit of coriander, a bit of basil will work good here. I'm going to stick a bit of parsley on there. I'll pull that away, and that's it. That's our beautiful, rustic, fruity, summery, barbecuey, Cajun spice chicken.
That's going to fit really easily on a menu, isn't it, that one?
Beautiful.
And this is a rundown of all the ingredients you'll need for his, whatever he's just said.
For the coleslaw, you need traditional white lettuce, some red lettuce, a carrot, some white onion, some mayonnaise, sweet cream, and Dijon mustard to taste. If you want to try my chicken with fruit, get yourself a good big free-range chicken. Some lemon, some oranges, some fresh herbs, thyme, basil, parsley will do fine. For the sweet potatoes, get yourself some butternut squash, some pumpkin, sweet potato, roast them off with some cumin spice, some ground salt, some black pepper and olive oil. Add honey and chili to taste.
Once again, thank you very much. That's it for us for this week, but we will see you again very, very soon on Island Kitchen.